know these guys. That's chasing them. Oh, the black one. I don't see the black one, bud. I think he might have already went by. It was blue. He was dark blue.
Hello truckers, my name is Bob. That is B-O-V. Bob, I got my CDLs last week. I got my CB radio today, and I'm looking forward to talking to each and every one of you truck drivers out there. Once again, my name is Bob. That's B-O-B, frontwards or backwards. It's Bob.
So guys, welcome back to the channel. Saturday, September 27th, I believe. 26th, 27th. I think it's the 27th today, but as you see, we're here at the shop today. How'd y'all like those cow trucks? A couple of my buddies chasing them. Loaded some cows right outside of town here, and they were headed out, probably going over to Hollis, I bet, coming back this way, Hollis, Oklahoma, to the sale barn. But so what are we doing in the shop today? As you can see, I had the truck. All the wheels are up off the ground, and we're about to do a little bit of tire rotating. I'm going to rotate these tires in an X pattern. They starting to get some wear on them, and I'm trying to I want to try to stretch them out for another 20-30,000 miles. This set and this set aren't too bad. I mean, you can see they probably still got 15 to 16 30 seconds, but this left front here, you can see the 5/32 second wear bar here is dang near down to the tread. So we're going to X rotate these and see if we can get a little more time out of them. Now I did go around writing down the air pressures in each tire. So we're going to get these on. I like to run my drives at about 105. And I had this right rear here has been giving me fits. See what it's got in it. I've been having to air it up every few days, so it's got something in it somewhere. We're at 90 here, 90 there, and 90 there. So I didn't record anything this week because we were out running the hoppers and kind of staying busy. We got 105 in that steer. I like to run about 115 in my steers. I like to over inflate a little bit. Got 110 in that one, so I like to over inflate a little bit. So theme of today's video is we're gonna yank these tires off, and I'm gonna show y'all how to patch a tire, or how I patch a tire, if it's patchable. Hopefully it is, fingers crossed. So, and we got other few maintenance items we're going to do to the truck today, but we're going to focus on the tire today. So let me get these things off, and while I have them all off and up in the air like this, I'm also going to check wheel end play, make sure we don't have no wheel end bearing play or anything. And I'm going to throw two of these old wheels back on it right quick, and so we can back it out. And while I have all everything off back there, I want to wash everything up good, get it all clean. My little 806, Miss 806 are on their way down here, and then my daughter and my little bitty 806, one of my little bitty 806s. We got two little bitty 806s, but are on their way down here to kind of hang out too. So get to see a little bit of them, and let me get these wheels off, and we'll see what's up. Sir?
Xavier?
What's your nickname?
I don't know yet. What? Chicken wing?
Chicken Wing.
Yeah.
Why do they call you Chicken Wing? Come on, you know why they call you Chicken Wing? Because when you were a little baby, you always recognized the what on the trucks?
The chicken wing?
The chicken wings, which we don't have no chicken wing on this truck, but some trucks do, huh?
Yeah.
What's your favorite truck? What's your favorite kind of truck? Peterbilt, Kenworth, Mack.
Mac.
You like Mack is your favorite truck?
Yeah.
I thought you liked Peterbilts, boy.
Wait, no, Peterbilt.
Peterbilts. And you like what kind of cab on the Peterbilt? What kind of sleeper?
Let's say like your truck.
Like that, or you like the little one, the flat top?
I think the little one.
The little one, the flat top, and how do you like them to sit in the front?
Down to the ground.
Down to the ground. You like that air ride, huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And what else do you like? What kind of stacks?
Straight stacks.
Straight stacks or bull haulers?
Straight stacks.
Straight stacks. Awesome. Alrighty. Well, we're gonna get these tires done, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Don't board me.
What are y'all doing?
Huh?
What are y'all doing?
Right there.
Hey, Dan.
Hey, Pugs.
Hey. I'm boarding.
And one of the little bitty 806s, huh?
Yeah.
Huh? Ain't that right, Kaden? You the little bitty 806? Just a boy and his, what's it say? Who loves trucks and corn dogs.
I don't know if it says that.
Alright, y'all see we got some big helpers down here today. So we got all the tires off. I put a couple of these old wheels and tires back on here to single it out so we can back it out a little bit and clean all this up. It's a good time when you have all that off to do some good cleaning. We got the front axle chained up here on both sides. Leveling valve is here on the back, so if you ever have to chain up an axle and it's an air ride suspension, you always want to chain up the side that has your that does not have your leveling valve. Yeah, this will give us a good opportunity to get everything cleaned up. I think I'm even going to pull my fifth wheel off right quick. It's not hard. Just pull these two bolts out both on each side and pull the pin out, and that way I can get under there and clean everything good. I think that's going to be the plan. So our tire that we have to fix is this one right here. I done aired it up to about 100 pounds. We got our handy dandy squirt bottle here to find out where our leak is coming from.
You're gonna fall.
All right, y'all, we found our leak. See it bubbling up right there. Not sure what that is in there, but we're gonna find out. Walk over here to our tire drawer. Get some chalk out. You recording, bud? That's future YouTuber right there. We get some new chalk. There it is, y'all. Always do that there. I always put a mark right here on the side of the tire. And now we're gonna let the air out of it and get whatever that is in there out. My good, there it is. I know where my long valve core remover was. Put the key on, bud. Break loose. Well, she's pretty tight, and I'm gonna be a weenie. Sucks getting old. Ain't got the harness no more. Alright, let's see what we had in here. Popped right out. Old nail. Came out clean though. So a lot of times you'll have to get a pair of dikes or side cutters, whatever you want to call them, to be politically correct, and kind of get a hold of them, dig them out. You got to dig them out, but that one I was able to pull it out with that pick. Real easy, real easy. So I think that's why this tire's got some kind of odd wear to it. It's got a little stair step wear to it, but I think it's from it being low. So now we're gonna put this on this little blue contraption right here that our buddy out there at the Lakeview Gym made for us. Mr. Dusty Byers, the gym manager out there, he has just made us one of these tire spreaders. I always like to leave my work zone a little bit offset, not straight down, I like it offset. That way all the debris and whatnot can run away from it. Put the hooks in. All right, you see right here, perfect hole. Get our flashlight out and we'll clean all this up good. Make sure we don't have nothing else sticking through the tire anywhere. And then we'll get to work on this dude right here and get her fixed. All right, probably see that hole a lot better now. Right there about midway of the light, right here. Rest of the tire looks to be in pretty good shape. So let's get to work on that guy. Alright, we got our camera set up here. Got our hole right there. Got some patch. Got some pre-cleaner. Got some bead sealer, which I like to put over the patch when we're done. Got our cement. We got our stitching tool, and we got a scraper, and of course our buffer, our grinder. So first thing we're going to do is put a little of this pre-buff cleaner on there. I like to scrape it with this and then hit it with the buffer. Once it gets good and clean, I hit it with this again and scrape it a little more. Then we get the vacuum shop back over here and get all our debris out of there, and we'll put our patch on. Alright, next we're going to check and verify that we ground out enough for our patch. As you can see, all the way around the patch it's being buffed. Kind of feel it, nice and smooth. Normally I would recheck that hole and make sure nothing's in it, but we've seen that the whole nail that was in there came out, wasn't nothing broken off of it or anything, so I'm sure we're in pretty good shape there. So now we're going to hit it with a little cleaner again. Scrape it. This kind of helps you kind of see if there's any imperfections in your buff. You can see right here we have a ridge still, a little bit of a ridge, so I need to buff right here a little bit, right here a little bit, here and right here, just a little bit. Now when I run the buffer, I just let the weight of the buffer kind of do the work itself. I don't really press on it, gouge on it. It just kind of takes me a little longer to do it that way, but make sure I don't gouge into the tire too much. Hit it with a little cleaner again. Take your scraper. Much better. Pretty much took out. Feels good and smooth. Almost felt like. Alright, now we're going to get our vacuum and clean up. A lot of rubber up in here. Leftover rubber. So after you got your area good and clean like that, it's time to put our cement on. There you go, a brand new can of cement. I like to rub it both ways. Thin it out a little bit. Normally I would light it on fire and let it kind of heat up, but today is 90 degrees outside and we don't have to do that. Kind of let it set on there and get tacky. Now remove your protective coating from your patch. If you look on your patch here, it says bead points each way, so this needs to be, them arrows need to be facing towards your bead. Center it on your puncture. Kind of work the air out with your hands from the center to the sides. Get your stitcher and start putting it in. I like to start in the middle and work my way one way first. Go back to the middle, work my way the other way. That kind of gets any air out and then just kind of go to town on it. Hit it at an angle. Come back at another angle, work across it. Work back across. And that's about it right there. Now there is one other step that I do that a lot of folks don't do, but we got this bead sealer right here, but I use it to cover up the patch. That way if you have any imperfection or a little leak or something, it'll help seal it up. I've had people laugh at me for doing this before, but you know what? Out of 1,000 patches, over 1,000 patches I did when I was in the oil field, probably thousands of patches, jobs, I very rarely ever had to redo one. And if I had to redo one, it wasn't because I messed up, it's because there was an imperfection in the patch or something. I generally like to use a round patch instead of a rectangle type patch or whatever, but that's just me. I think they flex better, whereas a rectangle patch can kind of, when it flexes, it can kind of bend. So we're gonna let that dry here right quick. We're gonna mount this thing back up and check it and see if we did a good job or not. All right, let's air her up. See if we did good. I got this handy dandy air chuck here that will screw onto the valve stem, and we can hook air directly to it. That way it'll blow it up pretty quick. If that don't work, always got my bead blaster. Worked like a champ. no bead blaster needed. So we're going to put up our stuff while that's airing up, and then we'll get back to it and spray her down and see if we did a fine job or if we did a crappy job. Let's go put our valve core back in. See what we got. We got 105 pounds in her. Time for the moment of truth. Find the mark. Where'd the mark go? Not seeing it. Let's look on the tire and see if we can see it. There it is, right there. Alright, let's roll it over here. There it is again. Roll over one more time. There's some corn dog. Them grandkids of mine carrying around a while ago. Alright, let's see here. Alright guys, so that's gonna be a wrap for this video today, I believe. I'm gonna get on to work here, get this thing backed out, get it all cleaned up inside the frame and all that, and get this fifth wheel off first before I pull out. Get that done, and then we're gonna pull her back in, put the tires and stuff back on, get them all rotated, hopefully get another 30,000 miles out of them before we have to change them. That put me a little over 100,000, which ain't bad for a double coin. And then the type of work we do. A lot of off-roading, a lot of heavy stuff, a lot of back roads. So, not bad at all. Then I got a little bit of light work to do. Oh yeah, almost forgot to put our gator on. I had those gators, make them easier to air up. Anyway, we're gonna get to work, and we'll close out here at the end of the day. stay up. Putting these lug nut covers back on. Got everything situated.